Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of our entitled parents. In today's episode, entitled parent demands for her son to have a gym membership. My favorite local pizza place was wrecked by entitled mom and dad with 2, probably 1 in 3, hellions. Mom won't get a job. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Entitled parent demands for her son to have a gym membership. So, I literally just remembered this story. It happened pre-corona. I don't have the best memory, so some parts might be weirdly written. Sorry. So, I had a personal trainer after school, so I came a little early and did a little homework while listening to the r/podcast. It was before I got Reddit actually, and I was sitting in the waiting room. It was just some chairs right in front of the front desk. I was waiting there because my trainer had another client right before mine. I was doing my homework when the stars of the show walked in. I believe the kid was 12, and you need to be 13 to set up a part membership, where you can use the equipment but you have to be chaperoned. Or at least, that's how it is in this gym. So, the duo, mother and son, walk in and talk to the clerk. I heard this because, like I said, I was right across from the front desk. I'd like to set up a membership for my son Martine. Not the real name, but I like it. CDL, cool desk lady, yeah, well get that set up. How old is Martine here? Oh, he's 12, my baby. CDL, oh, I'm sorry, the lowest age you can be for a membership is 13. Excuse me? CDL, you have to be 13 to set up a membership. I heard what you said, but you're going to set up a membership right now. CDL, miss, I can't do that. You'll have to wait until your child is 13. Why can't you just do it now? I can say my little baby is 13. CDL, no. Your child is not old enough. No. You are going to sign my child up for a membership for this stupid gym. She slammed her hand on the table, and Martine was looking like he wanted to leave, and was pulling his mom's arm to leave, but she was standing her ground. CDL eventually called for security. The gym was connected to a fancy hotel and restaurant. It's weird. But she was thrown out by security by the time I had my lesson. My trainer asked what that was about, and I told him. I've never seen Martine or MSM again. Sorry if it wasn't that action-packed or stuff like that. Short, sweet, entitled. Not everything has to be war and peace to be amusing. I bet that was really stupid. My favorite local pizza place was wrecked by entitled mom and dad with 2, probably 1 in 3, hellions. This made my mom and I so angry at dinner the other night. From the start, the little kids were running around the table and the grounds of the restaurant. The mom occasionally held her younger child in her hands, knocking back into my mom's chair to make way for the space her child took up, and we had to move our table down because it kept happening. The children were starting to get more and more fussy, screaming and wailing, and the parents were just casually sitting at the table drinking their beers and watching their children run around. The most they ever did was pick up the little boy and walk him around the restaurant to try and calm him. They did absolutely nothing else to quiet the children and kept getting stares from everyone around the restaurant. This by no means is unusual behavior, but it gets worse. At one point, the little boy was sitting in an adult chair, playing with a pepper shaker. He was shaking it around sideways, and when we saw him get up off of the chair, there was a dense covering of pepper on all of the leather of the chair and across the floor. This is incredibly dangerous for so many reasons. He could have aspirated the finely ground black pepper and started choking, could have gotten it in his eyes and burned them, and could have caused slips from the powder on the floor. Not only this, but they dropped one of the styrofoam kids' cups of water from the table, jetting across the floor, and didn't say anything about it. This was around the time they were leaving and they got their check, paid, presumably without tip, and almost sprinted out of the restaurant without saying any apologies to the workers. My boyfriend works at this restaurant but was not in that night, so we are also very close to the staff and know most of them by name. The new busboy, maybe 15, very sweet and adorable might I add, looked in dismay as he saw the scene he had to clean up. My mom and I helped him wipe up some stuff, but he had it covered from there. We felt so bad. I'd have one of you ask to speak to the manager and say that another customer is ruining your dining experience, and would they please do something about it? Now you might get some spineless manager who does jack all, but remember, you can leave a review online stating very specifically why your review is bad and warning other diners. We talked to the manager right after they left. We know him, and we're joking about crazy people like them. We didn't see the true extent of the situation until they left, but if we did, we would have said something for sure. Just seems like an overreaction to talk to the manager about some whiny and busy kids, since it's almost a daily occurrence, if not more. The restaurant staff have stopped them. I am actually super allergic to black pepper. It is a rare allergy but not unheard of. I was going to mention this. I have a very mild black pepper allergy, my throat just closes a bit, nose runs, and eyes sting. So interesting because I've never met another person with my allergy. Mom won't get a job. I've been living with my mom these past couple years. At first it wasn't too awfully bad cause my grandparents covered the bills, family-owned land and house so no rent, but a few months ago they moved to a retirement community in the city, so now all the bills, water, gas, electricity, Wi-Fi/landline, are supposed to be split between me and my stepdad, but he has a bunch of stuff he already has to pay for, so it's me paying all that and my phone bill and until January $350 payments to the college I go to. They lowered my disability amount, I have epilepsy, and I can't afford it. Last month I was $300 in the negative to pay this stuff. Thankfully my papa helped me out, but I can't tell my mom. Now as for my mother, she flat out refuses to get any kind of job. Any mention of her getting a job and she blows her top with excuses about needing to be available for apps, or what if I have a seizure, not as common as they used to be, or she pulls the whole "I'm the parent here not you" card. It's driving me insane. I've spoken to other family members and friends, and I'm gonna apply for public housing assistance and hopefully be able to move out within the next year or so. When you move out, then she will have no choice about getting a job. Although it sounds like she'd find some other way to not get one. Don't let her guilt trip you into staying or paying all the bills. Does she realize how many people would love to live in a house with no house payment? Does the stepfather work? Is he going to help out once his bills are paid? How old is your mom? Is there any real reason why she can't work, other than she doesn't feel like it? My mom is 51 and completely able to work, she just doesn't want to, and my stepdad is 62 and has chronic pain and has to go for monthly pain treatments and gets disability like I do. I'm the parent here and then relies on her child to financially support her for no good reason. Right. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.